Car enthusiast Danny Koker is well known for his extraordinary ability to disassemble and reassemble automobiles. His intense love of automobiles was a significant factor in developing this skill. Koker has achieved great success in the music sector and his accomplishment with cars. The best way to describe him is as a flexible person. Koker, a self-taught mechanic, musician, and businessman, has left a significant legacy. But despite these successes, horrifying new information concerning Danny Koker has emerged. What precisely is the content about here? Come along as we reveal the information in this video. But let's closely examine his life and background before exposing the recently found information. Danny Koker's childhood and youth. He was reared in Cleveland, Ohio, with his parents and sister Kim after being born in 1964. He had a strong passion for driving, admiring fashionable cars, and fixing them at this period. Classic vehicles surrounded him all the time. His father, who worked for Ford Motor Company with other family members and acquaintances, was the primary source of this exposure. Engrossed in this setting, Danny's early infatuation with vehicles blossomed as he became more curious about how they worked. At 88, his Ford employee father gave him a Cruiser, which began a lifetime love affair with cars. Love for motor vehicles. Danny's love of all things motor wasn't accidental. It sprang from his father's influence and his family's history. Danny has a distinguished history, but he mostly learned how to restore and customize automobiles independently. His official education in vehicle repair was limited to shop and auto courses in high school. He gained most of his expertise from practical experience, spending hours disassembling and reassembling different equipment to understand their inner workings. This pragmatic attitude made his subsequent success in the automobile industry possible. His inspiration. Many years ago, he and his father turned a hobby into one of the nation's most well-known and prosperous customizing restoration companies. Danny's interest in cars grew early, stoking his curiosity about how they worked. At age 8, his father, a Ford Motor Company employee, gave him a Cruiser, which sent him on a voyage that would last a lifetime. Not only was Koker's innate love of all things automotive a happy accident, but it was ingrained in him from the beginning, molded by his father's influence and his family's history. What success did Danny Koker achieve due to his love of automobiles? And what horrifying information was uncovered about him? Let's investigate. Danny Koker's Count Customs. Count's Customs was first established as a place where Koker could work on his collection and those of his friends and family, but it soon expanded to provide the general public with his distinct flair and inventiveness. Danny the Count Koker operated Count Customs, a unique store specializing in hot rod and chopper modification and repair, and it was tucked away in the center of Las Vegas. The crew at Count Customs was delighted with their ability to create designs that ranged from subtle to outrageous. Customizing cars. Every undertaking they made, no matter how big or small, they made sure every car was customized to match the tastes and needs of its customers by using only the best components. They acted as a one-stop shop for in-house services, including painting, upholstery, complete frame-up builds, and regular maintenance. Their hand-built hot rods and choppers never failed to meet expectations, providing superb design, dependable craftsmanship, fantastic performance, and drivability. From the first bodywork to the last coat of paint, every personalized vehicle showcased a unique combination of craftsmanship and attention to detail, and inventiveness while honoring a classic look. Acknowledgement by the History Channel. Therefore, the History Channel's observation of all the success was no surprise. Danny, the Count Koker, operated Count's Customs, a distinctive company specializing in hot rod and chopper modification and repair. It was tucked away in the center of Las Vegas. From then on, Rick Harrison noticed his skill in customization and extended an invitation for him to appear as a guest on the History Channel series Pawn Stars. Whenever Danny appeared in an episode as a guest, he would answer whatever questions the other cast members had. What was Danny's career next step? Keep watching to find out. The Time Spent Counting Cars by Danny Koker. Left Field Pictures created an American reality program called Counting Cars, the History Channel's first production. Located in Las Vegas, the show was the third of Pawn Star's offshoots. It displayed everyday activities at Count's Customs, a vehicle customization and repair business run by Danny Koker, aka The Count, a frequent Pawn Star expert. The program followed Koker and his crew as they altered and repaired classic automobiles and motorcycles. The premiere of Counting Cars took place on August 13, 2012. Growing through passion. Due to Danny Koker's two hobbies, automobiles and tattoos, his company overgrew and became a well-liked hangout for car fans and ink lovers. This endeavor established the groundwork for the ultimate establishment of Count's Customs, a store specializing in car customization and restoration that subsequently served as the central hub of the Counting Cars television series. Thanks to his family's mechanical competence, Koker was exposed to the noises of grease, gears, and fuel from an early age, which is why he developed a passion for autos. Before Counting Cars, many may not know that Koker had established a reputation in Nevada for restoring abandoned cars at his custom shop, Count's Customs. It was present. Footprints they left behind. He left a lasting impression on the business and gained even more notoriety in the automobile sector in the early 2000s because of his affiliation with Rick Harrison of Pawn Stars. Harrison values classic muscle vehicles and regularly uses Koker's evaluation talents. Counting Cars on TV came about partly because of Harrison's nationally televised presentation of Koker's skill in public. The turning point was when Counting Cars debuted on the History Channel in 2012. The show followed Danny Koker as he restored and customized various vintage cars. The program, which ran for an astounding 10 seasons and immediately gained popularity, showed viewers how committed the crew was to restoring vintage automobiles and motorbikes while also chronicling the day-to-day activities at Count's Customs. Talent of recognition. Koker's status as a legend in automobile customization and restoration was solidified with Counting Cars, demonstrating his aptitude for managing a group of highly qualified experts. The show provided a detailed examination of every project's creative process, from the first concept to the finishing touches, and sometimes included disputes that brought a human perspective to the impressive technological prowess. By sharing his most treasured modifications and restorations on Counting Cars, Danny Koker gave viewers an unparalleled look into the world of car customization. The program showcased the team's dedication to quality by introducing viewers to various automobiles, including hot rods and Cadillacs, celebrity rides, and classic cars. Koker's path in Counting Cars, from a simple interest to a treasured automotive haven, highlights his love and proficiency in car modification and repair. Have you ever questioned why Counting Cars was halted? Keep watching to find out. The reason behind the halting of Counting Cars. Danny Koker led his group in both a leadership and a companion role. They debated, they joked, but most of all they worked together to build unique cars. Every episode had the feel of a little story. At the end, you would see a vehicle that looked like it was meant for the junkyard transformed into an exquisite working beauty. Spectators had a great time seeing these fantastic transformations. Danny Koker was not only an expert on vehicles, but before the program was abruptly stopped, Counting Cars was well-liked by many because he was a genuine performer. Fans were speculating and asking questions regarding the show's future, coming up with many possibilities. Some viewers thought the show would be waning and wondered whether they were seeing the last of Danny and his crew's automotive exploits. Some conjectured that the group could be prepared to go on new adventures. News about Counting Cars. The ratings were the first thing on everyone's minds. Did people still find it entertaining to see the cars change, or were they declining? Fans who didn't want the program to stop often worried about this ambiguity. Rumors have surfaced about potential behind-the-scenes adjustments, including mention of fresh concepts or potential paths for the program. It's also likely that the crew encountered difficulties that the general public was unaware of. Then the moment that fans had been waiting for arrived: the declaration that counting cars would not return. It was like applying the brakes suddenly on a speeding freeway, delivering a decisive blow to the community of vehicle enthusiasts. It was official confirmation that counting cars was ending, not some hushed rumor. Instead, it was like a roar of a tremendous engine. All of a sudden, the future seemed unclear. Different fans had different reactions. Some were shocked, not believing that their favorite program was almost over. A few other factors might have caused this unanticipated development. Weekly rating. Ratings are typical in these situations since TV programs need a steady weekly viewing. The decision-makers may decide to reevaluate the show's future if the ratings begin to drop. Counting Cars had a devoted fan following, although changes in the viewership size may have impacted the cancellation. Production costs might be another critical factor. A program like Counting Cars requires a lot of money to produce, from hiring actors and crews to buying the tools needed to restore cars. Should these expenses have continued to rise, the budget for the show may have been strained. Divergences in creativity might have had a role. Disagreements arise when those behind the scenes have different ideas about how the show should go, which makes it challenging to maintain a seamless production. What other elements played a part in Danny Koker's success? Keep watching to find out. Danny Koker's other business ventures. Danny Koker has pursued business ventures outside of the broadcast industry. Instead, they cover various interests, showcasing his flexibility and keen financial sense. Koker's founding of Count's Vamped Rock Bar and Grill in Las Vegas, Nevada is one of the most illustrious accomplishments. Count's Vamp offers visitors a unique experience by fusing Gothic decor, rock music atmosphere, and motorbike culture. The dark, Gothic-style decor of the room is a reflection of Koker's passions and interests. It quickly became well-liked by locals and tourists alike, often serving as the primary draw for live music events featuring Koker's band, Count 77. Branching out the endeavors. The distinctive and welcoming atmosphere produced by the fusion of cuisine, music, and themed decor reflects Koker's love of rock music and vintage design. He swiftly expanded his company into the hotel and automotive industries. Beyond Count's Vamped, Koker has become more well-known in the hotel sector, demonstrating his ability to turn side ideas into successful businesses. Locals and visitors love this location since it offers a unique experience that perfectly embodies Koker's multifaceted personality. In addition, Koker has expanded his empire via several entertainment and vehicle restoration projects. Reputation of excellence. The hub of Koker's automotive empire, Count's Customs, is a premier option for high-end car repair and modification. As soon as Count's Customs gained a superb reputation for excellence, it began to draw consumers from all over the globe. Although fans are excited about fresh episodes, there are hints that the store could be closed since Danny Koker hasn't been seen on TV since the previous episode aired in 2021. Because of Koker's vision, the firm continues producing outstanding bespoke automobiles even after the show. Danny had interests outside of Counting Cars and Counting Customs. As we reveal them, keep an eye out. Count the Vocalist. Counts 77 is a hard rock group based in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was started by the well-known Danny the Count Koker, who hosted the History Channel spin-off show Counting Cars. With a focus on rock from the 1970s, the band began playing live even before Koker gained notoriety. Along with Paul DeCibio, Barry Barnes, John Zito, Stoney Curtis, and Tommy Paris, who just joined as a pianist and singer, the Count is the main vocalist. The band, 77, is now signed to Shrapnel Records. The name honors the 1970s, a period significantly impacting the band's sound. Despite popular belief, Counts 77 was created before Danny Koker's involvement with Counting Cars. Passion for music. From a young age, Koker's father, Danny Koker, encouraged his son's love of music. Danny Koker was a baritone vocalist and keyboard player for the well-known Southern gospel group, the Cathedral Quartet. The band first formed in Las Vegas during a jam session night at Koker's rock venue, Count's Vamped. Every week, Koker, the club owner, would sometimes take the stage to sing during these concerts, which Count's 77 guitarist John Zito currently leads. During a performance one evening, all of the current members, aside from Tommy Paris, Koker, Zito, Curtis, Barnes, and DeCivio, immediately connected. Danny Koker has a deep love of music that goes back to his days on television. He became well known for his automotive business aptitude and endearing demeanor on counting cars. This dedication to music is more than just a pastime. It's a sincere remembrance of Koker's late father, who had a significant creative impact. Count 77. His band, Count 77, was formed because of his ardent passion for music, giving him a stage to showcase his skills outside of TV and vehicle repair. Koker acquired his father's musical talent while growing up in a musical family. Koker's father, a well-known composer, pianist, and performer, exposed him to music and set the foundation for his future career success. Koker demonstrated his talent and training when he played in Carnegie Hall at 11 because of his early exposure. Count 77 was nearly unintentionally created during an impromptu jam session at a Las Vegas nightclub. Koker's love for music was renewed by this experience, which ultimately inspired him to form a band that would quickly become well-known in the rock music industry. Band members. Johnny Zito joins lead guitarist Stoney Curtis, Paul DeCivio on drums, and Barry Barnes, bass and guitarist, who discovered a unique chemistry and common musical objectives. The band's sound was completed with Tommy Paris on keyboards and vocals, and this helped them release their self-titled album in 2014. This CD and their live performance in rock clubs demonstrated Koker's commitment to music, which dates back far before his career on television. Although Count 77 had played small venues before Counting Cars premiered, many fans mistakenly associate Koker's musical career with his TV success. The band's popularity increased due to the show's success, although its musical foundations were solid and unrelated to the TV limelight. This gap is essential to understanding Koker's love of music and the band's natural development. There are obstacles to any successful profession. Thus, what difficulties did Danny Koker encounter during his career, and how did he resolve them? Continue to watch to find out. Legal and reputational challenges. Danny Koker and the customs of Count could possess a sophisticated appearance, but have faced financial and legal difficulties. These disappointments have tested Koker's and his team's grit and questioned their achievements in the automobile industry. The Count's customs accountant, Joseph Frontiera, was implicated in one of Koker's most significant, well-known legal cases. Fraud and embezzlement were leveled against Frontier. Koker's firm suffered a significant setback due to the event, and the IRS fined him an astounding $188,800. The severity of the problem and the disastrous effects of Frontiera's conduct, which went beyond monetary losses, were highlighted by this punishment, which significantly negatively influenced Count Customs' capacity to maintain financial stability. Legal troubles and financial fallout. Count's Customs suffered a great deal financially due to this punishment, highlighting the seriousness of the issue and the long-lasting effects of Frontiera's actions. The episode also demonstrated how crucial it is to abide by the law, especially for well-known people like Danny Koker. 2 years after Counting Cars first debuted, in 2014, Danny and his group were hit with a sizable lawsuit alleging that Count's Customs had neglected to finish work on a vintage 1967 Ford Mustang, shattering the owner's hopes when the promised work was never started. Koker's legal troubles escalated when he was sued for unlawfully removing an automobile, which resulted in a 3-year probationary sentence. This episode clearly showed how crucial it is to follow the law, especially for well-known individuals like Danny Koker. His statement showed the importance of maintaining integrity in business interactions and warned about the consequences of stepping beyond the law. Danny Koker's financial and legal troubles. These legal disputes did not occur in a vacuum, but worsened Koker's financial problems. The confluence of embezzlement allegations, IRS penalties, and personal legal issues gravely challenged the financial viability of Count's Customs. As is typically the case with legal issues, the ramifications of these legal battles severely damaged the company's profits and reputation. Koker's financial problems were made worse by internal business issues and legal conflicts. A perfect storm of financial instability for Koker and his firm was likely produced by the financial mismanagement at Count's Customs, which led to further financial limitations and legal concerns. This, in turn, undoubtedly aggravated the continuing legal conflicts outside the company. What is Danny Koker's reality like behind the scenes? Let's investigate. Public perception versus reality. Although almost every episode of reality television portrays a world of drama and intrigue, this portrayal is wildly inaccurate. It's well known that some shows, like Counting Cars, stage essential events to provide an inflated impression of how things work. Although Danny Koker's store, Count's Customs, is portrayed in the program as a place where every client leaves entirely delighted, the truth is that not every customer is thrilled with the service they get. The heightened interpersonal tension is also mainly for entertainment, highlighting the difference between the televised version and the company. Although Counting Cars is excellent at showing off extraordinary car modifications, customer satisfaction sometimes doesn't match this up. The scripted drama. Some have criticized Count's Customs behind the scenes for creating drama and intensifying disputes among employees and aggrieved customers. The business was even sued for a poorly done repair that exposed a discrepancy between the company's fundamental activities and the show's polished image. Additionally, online evaluations have noted poor workmanship, suggesting that high-profile projects are prioritized above high-quality services for regular customers. A prevalent misconception debunked by Counting Cars concerns the chronological sequence of vehicle repair. The way the restoration procedure is shown in the program distorts the truth. The shop works on many projects at once, some of which take up to a year to complete. This distortion misleads spectators about the difficulty of automobile restoration while ignoring the crew's diligence and hard work. False rumors have the power to change people's opinions. Numerous theories have been generated by speculation about Danny Koker's personal life and the state of Counting Cars. Real and real. Using credible sources is essential, even in the face of worries about Koker's health and the possible termination of the program. In conclusion, how Danny Koker and Count's Customs are portrayed on Counting Cars often differs from how car restoration and customer service work in the real world. While the show's exciting restorations and interpersonal interactions captivate viewers, the actual world is much more complex behind the scenes, with challenges including controlling client expectations, meeting project deadlines, and handling the impact of false rumors. This discrepancy between the public's perception of the program and the proper conditions remind us as viewers that we should evaluate reality TV critically and enjoy it for what it is as entertainment rather than mistakenly believing it to be an authentic portrayal of the auto repair industry. The untold truth. In summary, how Danny Koker and Count's Customs are portrayed on Counting Cars often deviates from the truth about vehicle repair and dealing with customers. While the show's remarkable restorations and human drama captivate viewers, real-life difficulties include handling rumors' impact, fulfilling project deadlines, and maintaining client happiness. In conclusion, Danny Koker and the Count's Customs are portrayed in Counting Cars in a way that regularly strays from the reality of automobile restoration and customer interaction. The gap between reality and public perception is a helpful reminder for viewers to approach reality TV cautiously. While they should enjoy the entertainment value, they should also know that it's not an authentic representation of the auto repair industry. What effect does car counting have on the community then? Let's investigate. Contribution of Counting Cars to its community. Counting Cars has changed reality television since it first debuted, especially in vehicle restoration. This change is attributable to several essential factors that have improved the show's standing and raised the bar for reality TV. The fact that Counting Cars blends the human tales and the team members with the technical side of automotive repair is one of its distinguishing features. This combination has been effective in drawing in a wide range of viewers. The program explores the finer points of automotive restoration, offering viewers a behind-the-scenes peek at the skills needed to bring vintage vehicles back to life. In doing so, it simultaneously draws attention to Danny, the Count Kokers, and his crew's individual experiences and connections, which helps viewers identify with and enjoy the program more. Its practical focus on a specialized business and its devoted followers has opened the door for other reality shows to investigate lesser-known groups and subcultures. This growth enhanced the genre, offering additional material outside conventional reality TV topics. Shaping automotive culture. In addition, by including a theatrical flair and raising the bar for subsequent programs in the genre, the show has impacted the genre's style of vehicle restoration shows. Counting Cars is a pioneer in integrating the technical aspects of automotive repair with the thrilling narrative element. Danny Koker has significantly influenced the automotive sector and is well known outside the engaging reality program Counting Cars. His transition from a passionate auto hobbyist to a prominent authority on automobile modification and restoration demonstrates his commitment to the trade and his impact on automotive culture and the entertainment industry. Danny's extensive knowledge and enthusiasm for cars have drawn much attention. He's influenced many admirers, aspiring technicians, and customizers by sharing his expertise in counting cars. Balancing realism and controversy. Along with addressing contemporary topics such as environmental rules impacting historic cars, the program adds realism and illustrates automotive enthusiasts' difficulties adjusting to new norms. Counting Cars has been criticized for stage situations while being praised for its natural and exciting content. The presentation of contrived settings as accurately in reality TV has generated discussions among viewers about the genre's legitimacy. Notwithstanding these critiques, Count's Customs team members' skills and enthusiasm are clear, demonstrating their dedication to vehicle repair. Without question, Counting Cars has revolutionized reality TV by blending gripping human tales with a look into the intricate field of car repair. What horrifying new information do we now know about Danny Koker? Keep watching to find out. Devastating new details about Danny Koker. Danny Koker is still involved in the entertainment and automobile sectors, even if the program hasn't been on television. There's much more to Koker than just his television character, as seen by how his life and profession are still shaped by his continuing love of vehicles and music. Danny has also helped to preserve the heritage of automobiles. His restoration work on vintage cars aims to bring their histories and legends back to life and make them look good. Shared enthusiasm. He openly shares his expertise and enthusiasm at vehicle exhibitions and community gatherings, earning him great respect for his dedication to preserving history. Danny's business endeavors provide more evidence of his impact. His varied interests are showed by places like Count's Vamped Rock Bar and Grill and his participation in a recording studio. These establishments are more than places to do business, they're hubs for people who like automobiles, cuisine, and music. When Danny Koker isn't working in the garage, he escapes the world of vehicles and performs with his band, Count 77, to rekindle his music passion, accepting the opportunity. His rediscovery to music. To rediscover his love of music, Koker plays lead guitar in his heavy metal band, which plays 70s rock and highlights his wide range of skills and intense enthusiasm for the style. The group, established over 10 years ago, is still going strong and plans to play on New Year's Eve, which will only reinforce Koker's standing as a recognized authority on cars and a prominent music industry member. Apart from his music and automobile restoration endeavors, Koker's spouse, Corey, has played a significant role in growing the Count's reputation. To further enhance the dynamic Counting Cars heritage, she founded and now manages Count's Vamped Rock Bar in Las Vegas, where Count 77 is scheduled to appear. This action demonstrates how the family has worked together to combine personal interests with commercial ventures to safeguard the Count's legacy. Danny Koker has had personal and professional setbacks, such as health crises and legal issues, but his infectious enthusiasm for vehicles and magnetic personality have never wavered. Metamorphosis. His transformation journey from a youthful automobile enthusiast to a TV personality and Las Vegas company owner is evidence of his perseverance and passion for what he does. Koker's life now, full of vintage vehicles and rock music, exemplifies his complex nature and unshakable devotion to his loves. With an eye on the future, Danny keeps pushing the boundaries of innovation and creativity in the automotive sector. His current pursuits, which range from unusual restoration projects to incorporating cutting-edge technology and automotive modification, reflect his desire to discover new opportunities. Danny's impact on others aspiring to be like him is perhaps the most lasting aspect of his legacy. He inspires the next generations of automobile enthusiasts, business owners, and artists to follow their ambitions because he's a real-life example of how enthusiasm, perseverance, and a devotion to learning can turn lofty goals into reality. What are your thoughts on Danny Koker, and what fresh information have you learned about him? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. We appreciate and hope you found this video entertaining. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon